And here we are with a brand new episode of my Jackson Steele Road to Glory series. It is week 5 of Jackson Steele's senior season and the East Hamilton Tigers are currently 2-2. And following a 31-19 defeat to the Big Spring Vikings, the senior quarterback is going to be looking to bounce back and lead his team to a victory here over the Portland High Anteaters. Portland High leads 3-0 here as it's 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. And as Steele rolls out of the pocket here, he finds running room to the left. He's got enough for the first down, but he fumbles as he's hit, but the ball is recovered by the offense. A few plays later on 3rd and 4, Steele drops back and throws it downfield, but the pass is intercepted. Definitely not a good throw as there were 2 defensive backs on the receiver. Portland High will have a huge return on the interception and they will bring it inside my 20-yard line. We are in the second quarter now and we trail 13-0. Make a nice pass to Kenny and that's going to be good for the first down. On the next play here, Steele fakes the handoff to the halfback and he throws it deep to the receiver who pulls it in and he's going to take that one to the house for the touchdown, which will put us within 6 of Portland. A huge touchdown which is going to turn this back into a 1-possession game. As we take a look at the replay here, we see that we faked the handoff, but the defense did not really buy it. We released the ball just as we got hit, and from there the receiver just had a huge lead on the defensive back, and once he caught it, we knew it was going to be a touchdown. We're in the third quarter now, and as you can see, the score is 34-7. We haven't been able to get anything going, but we do make a nice pass here, which is going to get us a 30-yard gain. On the next play, we're just going to hand it off to our halfback, and he will just bring it up the middle for a 10-yard gain. Good for another first down. So we are driving down the field here as we are inside our opponent's red zone. The defense jumps offside on this snap, and we're just going to lob it up there and give it a chance, and it pays off as Weisbecker, our tight end, hauls it in for the touchdown. The score is 41-14 now in the fourth quarter, and as you can see, our defense just cannot stop their offense. And to add insult to injury, Jackson Steele throws another interception, and that's going to wrap up the game, as the Portland Anteaters just crushed us, and we could not put up a fight at all. The final score of the game is 48-14. We're going to drop to 2-3 on the season, and the fans aren't happy. So let's take a look at Jackson Steele's stats here and how we finished the game. Definitely not a good game offensively for us as we just couldn't complete passes consistently, and that shows with a 10 for 25 completion rate right there. And after the game, we're going to see that Jackson Steele has been offered a scholarship by 3 new schools: Tulsa, Arkansas State, and New Mexico. I really do like Arkansas State, and as of right now, I could definitely see Jackson Steele attending Arkansas State in the future. And we're going to add Louisiana Tech to our list of interests, even though it's very unlikely that we will attend there. It's week 6 right now, and we can see that we're currently rated as a 2-star prospect, so we're going to have 4 more regular season games to get up to at least a 3 or 4-star QB prospect. And here we are with week 6 of our high school senior season. We will be facing the 1-4 Addison Cobras. So here we are, 3 minutes 42 left in the game. We're tied at 0-0. We do a halfback toss to our running back, and he takes it around the outside, and that's good for a first down. On the next play, we're just going to be an I formation, fake the handoff, and our fullback is open, so we're just going to dump it off to him, and he is inches away from the first down. A few plays later, it's 4th and 3, and we're going to try to go for it, fake the handoff, roll out of the pocket, throw it to the fullback again, and he is stopped just about a yard short, so that's going to be a turnover of downs, and Addison gets the ball back. It's the second quarter now, and still neither team has gotten on the board. Here we just make a 9-yard pass to our main wide receiver, Kenny, and then a couple of plays later, it's 1st and 10. We drop back in the pocket, and we're just way back in the pocket when we throw it, and somehow Kenny catches it. On the next play, we find Kenny again, and he's going to pick up about 8 or 9 yards. And then a couple plays later, we drop back, and no one's open, but we are able to get rid of the ball just before we're taken down and avoid the sack. So that brings up 4th and 1, and we're going for it on 4th and 1. We're just going to run it up the middle to our halfback. He gets stuffed in the backfield, and that's going to be our second turnover on downs of the game. Our defense is able to hold Addison high, and we have the ball back now. It's 3rd and 13, so we go deep. We throw it down the middle of the field to our tight end, Weisbecker, and he picks up a huge gain of about 25 yards. And that puts us in great field position. On the next play, we're just going to hand it off to the halfback. He gets taken down by the face mask, so that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. The penalty puts us into our opponent's red zone. And we're looking to score here before the quarter ends, but we just squander a perfect opportunity as we throw an interception. And if Jackson Steele wants to attract the attention of college scouts, that's definitely not the way to do it. We are lucky enough to get the ball back in the second quarter with a minute to go, but we throw it down the middle and it's intercepted, so that's going to be our second interception, all within 1 minute. We're midway through the third quarter here, and the Tigers are trailing the Cobras 9-0. Now on 1st down and 10, Steele makes a perfect pass to Cano as he somehow comes down with it, even though the defender was right on him throughout the whole play. We line up on the next play with 2 wide receivers, and we just make a short, quick pass to Kenny for a 5-yard gain. That's going to make it 2nd and 5. And here we are on 2nd and 5. We fake the handoff, and we see Kenny deep, but we cannot get the ball to him, and we're going to take the sack, which makes it 3rd and 15. This time on 3rd and 15, we do get the ball off to Kenny, and it pays off as Kenny catches the ball and runs it into the end zone for a touchdown. And that's going to be our first points of the game. We're in the 4th quarter here, and Addison kicks the field goal, which makes it 12-7. And we're just going to audible out of the pass and run up the middle, and that's good for a 6-yard gain. On the very next play, we line up in the shotgun formation, and we throw the ball to the middle. Kenny catches it, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. The defense is going to be blitzing here, and we drop back in the pocket and just throw a quick screen pass to our wide receiver, Heddleston, and that's going to be a 4-yard gain. Now on 2nd and 6, we drop back in the pocket. We see Weisbecker open, and he runs down the field for about 5 yards and picks up the 1st down. We line up with 3 wide receivers on the next play, and we're able to find our slot receiver, Cano. He picks up about 7 yards to make it 2nd and 3. And on 2nd and 3, we're just going to hand it off to the halfback. He gets it up the middle. He's taken down about a few inches short, and this time on 3rd and inches, we are able to convert as we throw it to our tight end, Weisbecker. He picks up about 12 or 15 yards on the play to get us the 1st down.
Gain of 19 on the play. First.
So we trail by 5, and we've got 1 minute 37 left in the game. We go deep on the pass, but we overthrow it, way overthrow it, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Here on 2nd and 10, we can't find anyone open. We try to get out of danger, but we are taken down for the sack, so that's going to make it 3rd and 15. We find Cano, but he drops a wide open pass that would have given us the 1st down, and maybe even more. Now it's 4th and 15. We're going to have to go for it. We're going to send all the receivers deep. Weisbecker's wide open in the middle, and we overthrow another receiver. We just waste another great chance. So the defense does their job, and we get the ball back with 40 seconds left in the game. It's 1st and 10, and we're lining up in the shotgun here. This is our last chance to do something to win this ball game. Here we just dump it off to our tight end Weisbecker on the sideline. He runs up the sideline for about 12 yards to pick up the 1st down. We see Steele's having an okay game, 252 yards and a touchdown, but the 2 interceptions is what really has killed us. Now there's 30 seconds left in the game. We drop back and we are taken down for the sack. 2nd and 24 with 10 seconds to go. We go deep and overthrow the wide open receiver by about 10 yards. So this is going to be the last chance of the game. It's 3rd and 24. We drop back in the pocket. We cannot get rid of the ball, and we're taken down for the sack. That's going to bring the game to an end, and the bottom line is that we just could not get enough done offensively to win the game. Our defense was solid, but Jackson Steele we couldn't lead the team to a victory. Now after the game, we do see that we have been offered a scholarship by One Star Louisiana Tech. I'm not very interested in playing there next year, so I do like that we've got a scholarship offer from them, but unfortunately for them, I'm going to have to decline that and tell them to look for another quarterback somewhere else because we're going to big schools. Now, I do like that we are seeing interest from Texas A&M. I'm going to go ahead and add them to my college choices. However, they do have Johnny Manziel, the freshman sensation, so it's very unlikely that we're going to attend there as we don't want to be playing 4 years as a backup player. The East Hamilton Tigers are now 2-4 on the season, and that's definitely not how we wanted this season to go. And it's very disappointing, but we still have a slim chance to make the playoffs if we play well in our next few games. And we just got to win them all. And without further ado, here are the East Hamilton Tigers at home facing off against the 3-3 Richmond Braves. It's a big game as both teams are going to be looking to make the playoffs, and this is going to be a crucial victory for whoever gets it. And no, we are not playing the former minor league affiliate of the Atlanta Braves. We are playing the high school football team, Richmond Braves. Now on the first play of the game, we're just going to dump it off to our fullback for about a 7-yard gain. Now on 2nd and 3, we don't see anything open, so we roll out of the pocket. We pick up some nice blocks, and that's going to get us about 18 yards on the rush. Now on the next play, it's 1st and 10, and we lob it over the defender, and our tight end catches it. Another first down, and we're driving down the field. A few plays later here, it's 3rd and 9, and our tight end's wide open in the middle of the field, but we did not see the defender there, and he jumps in front of him and picks it off. We can't make the tackle on him, and he's just going to be running down the field, and that's going to put him at about our 15-yard line before he gets pushed out of bounds. And following the interception, the Richmond High Braves will get a touchdown, so we have the ball back now at our 20-yard line. We're going to be lining up, we're going to fake the handoff, and we see a receiver downfield, and we fire right back with a touchdown of our own, as the receiver just makes a great catch and outruns all the defenders. So just like that, it's going to be back to a tie game at 7-7. We take a look at the replay here, and just look at that footwork by the quarterback as he delivers a great pass. The receiver, Hiddleston, he jumped up in front of the defender there, as you can see right here, to take away an interception. He outran about 4 other defenders into the end zone. It was a great play for an 80-yard touchdown pass and the longest reception of Hiddleston's career. We're all tied up now, 7-7 in the second quarter. And we have 2 receivers lined up. We just fake the handoff, we roll out of the pocket, and we see Kenny on the sideline. We throw it right there. He makes a great catch and a great effort to keep 1 foot in bounds. Now in another play action on the next play, we go back to the other side of the field now, and we find Weisbecker open, and that brings us to the opponent's 20-yard line. A couple of plays later, it is 3rd and 2. We run a halfback toss, but we cannot get the first down. So on 4th down, we're going to kick the field goal, which will make it 10-7. In the third quarter now, we're going to hand it off to our halfback, and he's going to run it up the middle for about a 15-yard gain, and that's going to put us way into the opponent's territory. We've got 2 wide receivers and 2 tight ends lined up here. On 1st and 10, we see a receiver open, but the pass is deflected and intercepted by the linebacker. Just horrible luck there, as the deflected pass went right into the hands of the opposing player. Luckily, their offense can't score, so we do get the ball back with the lead. And here we just throw a perfect pass right between 2 defenders, and he's going to get taken down around the 30-yard line. Now, a couple plays later on 2nd and 4, we hand it off to the halfback. He doesn't see anything in the middle, so he bounces it out to the outside, and that's going to get us the first down. On 3rd and 10, we're going to go for the first down here, and we see a receiver open, but we do not make a good throw on that, and it's tipped down by the defender. And with 1:30 left in the 4th quarter, we do still have the lead. It's only 10-7, and we go deep, but the pass is intercepted. We'll bring down the defender right inside his own 2-yard line, and luckily we get the ball back on a 4 and out. So we just run the ball up by the running back here, and he gets us a touchdown, and that's pretty much going to put the game out of distance for the opposing team, and we get the win. So players are celebrating as we get our first win after 2 losses, and that makes our record on the season to 3-4. As we can see here, the final score of the game was 17-7. The players are making their way back to the tunnels after a good victory, and we're back on the winning track, hopefully. So as we see the final game stats of Jackson Steele, we see it was a pretty solid game, not great, but enough to get us the victory, which is all that matters at the end of the day. After the game, we see that Baylor University is interested in Jackson Steele, and that's just awesome. Baylor is immediately one of the top schools we are considering. Jackson Steele is from Texas, so it's very likely that he will stay inside of his home state to play football. And as we take a look at the top schools that we are considering, it's definitely got to be Baylor, Texas Tech, and Arkansas State. Texas A&M is rated the highest, but it's unlikely that we'll go there because we don't want to be 4 years on the bench behind Johnny Manziel. We are very close to receiving scholarship offers from both Baylor and Texas Tech, so hopefully we'll receive those offers at the end of the next game. That wraps up episode 4 of this Road to Glory series, and in the next episode we're going to be finishing off the high school regular season and heading into the playoffs.